Video there, some beautiful blue sky. It was so warm today.
Yeah.
Surprising, really. It was warm even early in the morning.
Yes, so we've had this beautiful summery day today. We're going to hold on to the heat tomorrow, but the winds will arrive tomorrow. And that's the sign of things to come, change to come as this whole weather pattern starts to break apart by later in the day tomorrow. Okay, we'll talk more about the wind that will come with this in just a little bit, because I do have to say 100-kilometer-per-hour gusts are possible. Wind warnings are in place. Now, Calgary, we're looking at 80-kilometer-per-hour gusts, or 70 for tomorrow. But we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Let's just focus on this beauty. The beautiful shot outside. Get outside, enjoy it. It's 24 degrees at the airport right now. Downtown, 26 degrees. And also, Big Four Motors, Calgary's original Jeep store and more in Tizzaw Park, is at 26 degrees. All right, tomorrow there's a look at the wind gusts. 70, even 80-kilometer-per-hour gusts possible by tomorrow afternoon. The whole day will be gusty. You're looking at a high of 27 degrees, though, and a mix of sun and cloud. Your full forecast coming up. Ian?
Danielle, let's talk about the winds. It's going to be warm tomorrow, but the winds will really make it not that pleasant.
Yeah, the winds are going to kick up the temperatures even a little further tomorrow. But we're going to go from 50-kilometer-per-hour gusts in the morning to 70-kilometer-per-hour gusts. That's just in Calgary. Outside of Calgary, there are many communities that will likely get 100-kilometer-per-hour gusts. So we're going to talk about this, and we're going to talk about that longer range forecast and what this means here as this weather pattern changes. Here's your Capital Chev Sky Cam. Beautiful day today. If you haven't had a chance to enjoy it yet, hopefully you could enjoy the evening, because the evening looks fantastic. Just a little breezy, 30-40 kilometer-per-hour gusts, and temperatures absolutely fantastic. So not extremely hot, but we're not cold either, and we're above normal. 16 is a normal daytime high for Calgary for this time of year. 24 degrees is the current temperature. 25 was our high. 27 right now in Lethbridge. Medicine Hat looking at 28. Milk River 29. So there's a lot of heat out there. When we look at wind gusts so far today, this is a look at the maximum wind gusts. So just into the 30s for Banff. Banff tomorrow, 80-kilometer-per-hour gusts possible. 46 was the maximum gust today in Calgary, and for tomorrow again 50, even 70 kilometers per hour. Pincher Creek 59 today. Tomorrow 100-kilometer-per-hour gusts possible. I'll show you the wind warning that's in place in just a second, but let me just first show you this upper air analysis. And really, we're under this ridge of high pressure, the influence of that's allowing the temperatures to warm. As that ridge of high pressure moves off to the east and the weather pattern changes for us, the winds will accelerate as we're on the edge of this. So that's why we're looking at gusty conditions. And then as we get into Thursday, we're going to have a low develop over us, and that could bring some rain to some areas as well, and cooler temperatures. So here's a look at that radar satellite imagery. There is the edge of the ridge of high pressure. That's the jet stream right there. You can draw it in the clouds. So stable now, but starting to get unstable as this creeps to the south for the southern interior BC. That's why for the southern interior BC, from Wednesday to Wednesday night, special weather statement is in place for thunderstorms possible that could come with strong wind gusts and also large downpours. The wind warning is in blue here, and that's from Carsden up to Claresholm, Pincher Creek, and then up the foothills. Banff is not in it. Canmore is. So Canmore could see those 100-kilometer-per-hour gusts. Banff looking at 80 for tomorrow, especially in the afternoon hours and in the early evening hours. Here's your futurecast, and you can see that whole pattern breaking apart and that system starting to roll in. So ahead of the system, we have the wind gusts tomorrow. And then by Thursday in Calgary, we're looking at that potential of some rain as well. And then as I advance this later on Thursday and through early Friday, the potential of snow for the mountaintops once again, because it will be a cooler air mass. So you can see this in the longer range forecast here. 27 degrees for tomorrow, gusty, especially as you go later in the day. It will get gustier and gustier. 18 degrees is high for Thursday with the potential for some showers. 19 for Friday with a mix of sun and cloud. And by the weekend, 17 on Saturday, just 11 on Sunday with some showers. That's your Capital Chev 5-day forecast.
Bit of a summer night out there. We might not get Danielle back inside this evening. How is the night ahead looking?
Just like this, Tara. You know what? If you haven't had a chance to enjoy the nice weather we've had today, then get out to a patio, go for a walk, enjoy this while we have it. Because while we have warm weather on tap again for tomorrow, or shall I say hot, it will be very gusty tomorrow, so a little harder to enjoy. So take it all in. 25 degrees is the current temperature. We've been hovering between 24 and 25 for the last couple of hours. For the evening, it may pick up with regards to the winds a little bit, but overall still quite nice. Tomorrow, though, in the morning, 50 kilometer per hour gusts possible, and by the afternoon, up to 70 kilometers per hour. In some areas outside of Calgary, we'll see 100 kilometer per hour gusts. So we'll talk more about that and what this means, because temperatures will be dropping. And after this, we'll talk about that coming up, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. Let's bring Danielle back in. We're after 6 o'clock. It's still 25 degrees. You got to love that.
It's pretty stunning out there. And the winds are fairly calm as well. It's a beautiful evening. So head out, enjoy it, because, well, we'll have the heat tomorrow. We will have a lot of wind. The gusts will be very strong. We'll talk about the gusts in just a second, but let's focus on the good stuff that we have in place. It is 25 degrees in Calgary right now. Yes, 22 in Banff, 28 in Milk River and Drumheller, and 26 in Medicine Hat, 27 in Lethbridge. So these are all temperatures well above normal for this time of year, and will be even warmer tomorrow. These gusts will be out of the west and southwest. So yes, it will act to increase our temperatures, but it will be way too gusty. So 48 or 46 kilometers per hour was the maximum gust in Calgary today, but for the most part it was fairly calm. Lethbridge 41, Pincher Creek 59, and Banff 33. Banff could kick up to 80 kilometers per hour, Pincher Creek up to 100, and for Calgary and through Lethbridge 50, 70, even 80 kilometers per hour. It's because this whole weather pattern that we're in right now is going to be breaking down. So we have this ridge of high pressure in place. As we go through these next 24 hours, that will start to shift down. That will bring in the windy conditions ahead of a system that will develop over us, and that will deliver some cooler temperatures by Thursday. Relatively cooler temperatures, and it will bring potentially some rainfall as well. And southern interior BC will see this earlier than us. So this is a story of active weather tomorrow for southern interior BC. You can see it already starting to slump to the south. And for us, again, we're going to be about a day later. So there's that jet stream in the cloud cover here, that edge of the ridge of high pressure as this slumps to the south. This is what it means for some areas. The special weather statement in place for the southern interior BC, Wednesday through Wednesday night. Active weather, thunderstorms with strong wind gusts and big downpours. And then we have the wind warning in place, Cardston, Claresholm, Pincher Creek, up through K Country, Canmore, and up the foothills. 100 kilometer per hour gusts possible there. All right, future cast looking like tomorrow, pretty stable other than the winds. Southern interior BC, though, will see the active weather tomorrow, and then that will make its way on our side of the Rockies for Thursday, giving us the potential for showers on Thursday in Calgary, and then we'll have those cooler temperatures arrive. Now, we'll still be above normal temperature-wise for the rest of this work week, because normal is 16 degrees, but we will be almost 10 degrees cooler Thursday compared to tomorrow. All right, tomorrow 27 degrees is our high, very gusty. Thursday, the chance of showers, a high of 18, 19 for Friday, 17 for Saturday, and just 11 with some showers on Sunday. That's your Capital Chev 5-day forecast, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. But sometimes, just sometimes, someone at a karaoke bar is super talented. I love his voice, and he sounds so familiar, doesn't he?
Right?
Yeah. That's because that's Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you
Just imagine you're in Vegas at a little karaoke bar, and this guy gets up on stage. He's wearing a wig. He's got an oversized suit on. He was pretty unrecognizable, but the voice gives it away as soon as you hear it. Apparently, the band was filming clips for a new music video for a new song that they're putting out called All My Love.
Can you imagine? I just picked the perfect night to go do karaoke.
Amazing.
And no one goes after him.
No, you would not.
No.
Go home, right?
Well, hide and seek is always fun to play, unless you never find the hider.
Murphy is trying to catch the squirrel.
Okay, this is Rupert the Doodle. At this point, he's been following the squirrel around the stump for about 5 minutes. He's got no intention of stopping, but I think the squirrel has him outsmarted, because he realizes he's only got to stay a couple of steps ahead, and it is game on.
But
this could go on for hours.
All he's got to say to the squirrel is, you know what? I got an axe here, okay?
That's right, and I'm not afraid to use it. He knows he's there. Well, do you remember the first time you tasted fast food? Probably not, but hopefully you enjoyed it as much as this.
That's me every time I have a burger.
Burger bliss. Eyes closed. Hopefully not as much sauce on the face, Danielle, but this baby's having its first Big Mac. It's not going to be his last, I guarantee you.
That's a big bite for a baby.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's like, I got to get into this. This is delicious.
Did he actually eat all that Big Mac?
I don't know.
Look at that. Nice work.
No more pablum for this kid. Like Big Macs all the way. Still.
Here's your Capital Chef Skywatch camera, and if you haven't enjoyed today yet, or if you have, even if you have, get it, enjoy more of it, because yes, we are looking at still another hot day tomorrow, considering we're nearing the end of September. We in Alberta take advantage of this nice weather when we get it. The difference tomorrow, though, is tomorrow will be very, very gusty, especially in the afternoon and evening hours. Okay, 25 degrees was our high in Calgary today, also pretty much our current temperature. 27 was the high in Regina, 28 for Saskatoon, and you can see that's basically the hot spot in the country, and that's because of the ridge of high pressure that has built its way in. You can see that in the redder tones here. Okay. There's the edge of the ridge of high pressure. You can draw that. That's the jet stream. That's the edge. We've had this warm air that has been building. So tomorrow will be even hotter than today. But this pattern is starting to shift, and it will start to make its way down and out. And that sets us up for instability. So the instability will be in the southern interior BC for tomorrow, and then will make its way over to our side of the Rockies on Thursday. So this is why the weather statement is in place for the southern interior BC. Wednesday night, thunderstorms possible and huge downpours and strong winds. Now the wind warning is in place. So ahead of this active weather, we're getting the wind here. So along the foothills, Canmore, Cape Country, Claresholm, Pincher Creek, Cardston, these areas, 100-kilometer-per-hour gusts possible for tomorrow. For us here in Calgary, we're looking at up to 70-kilometer-per-hour gusts. So there's that activity likely for the southern interior BC for many communities and Rocky Mountain House and to the north. But for us in the south, it'll be hot and it will be windy. So south of Calgary, 100-kilometer-per-hour gusts. Lethbridge and Medicine Hat looking at 70 to 80-kilometer-per-hour gusts tomorrow. All right, Capital Chef 10-day trend showing a hot day for tomorrow, then high teens for Thursday and Friday, and then we dump down to 11 degrees by the time we get into Sunday, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Glenn. Let's get one final peek at the weather. It's a beautiful evening out there.
Yeah, and are you ready for a windy day tomorrow?
I guess so.
What are the tricks? I would say wear a ball cap.
Yeah.
You know, so the hair doesn't get too knotted. And yeah, still a hot day, so sunscreen is in order as well. 27 degrees for a daytime high. Winds in Calgary gusting up to 70 kilometers per hour, especially by the afternoon. And really for Lethbridge and Medicine Hat, same type of idea. Banff could see 80-kilometer-per-hour gusts in the Pincher Creek area, Cape Country, Canmore, up to 100 kilometers per hour. All right, then by Thursday, a low develops, 18 degrees, some showers. Weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style budget and Alberta's climate. Barry Williams sent this one in. We got lots of pictures of the clouds today, the UFO clouds. Pretty cool, this one near De Winton.
They are like a UFO. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What are they?
Alticumulus standing lenticularis, if you want the...
Say it again.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
No, wait a minute. He sells seashells down by the sea. That's what it feels like, yeah.
Cool shot. Thanks for your company tonight. Have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow.